Good morning, students. Hope you all doing good. I, Dinesh Rawat, your subject faculty, welcome you all. So the subject name is research methodology, and today the topic is hypothesis testing about population mean when standard deviation of the population is not known to you. जब आपके पास population का standard deviation की values given नहीं होती है, then how do you test your hypothesis? And that is about one population mean. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. सो प्रीवियस लेक्चर में हमने देखा था कि जब हम हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग करते हैं अबाउट वन पॉपुलेशन मीन, सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली व्हेन वी हैव आइडिया अबाउट पॉपुलेशन स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन, सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी डू. सो वी यूज जेड टेस्ट. इन दैट हम जेड टेस्ट यूज करते हैं एंड इसमें हम देखेंगे क्या डिफरेंस है. So let's start. So these are the books from where the PPT content has been made. So first is Business Research Method by Cooper and Schindler. Second is Business Research Method by Zygmunt and others. And third is Marketing Research and Applied Approach by Naresh K. Malhotra and David F. Perks. So start hypothesis. हमने जैसे previous lecture में भी discuss करा. Hypothesis are tentative explanation of principle operating in nature. So whatever phenomena which is there in nature, so hypothesis talks about that phenomena. So it is a tentative explanation. If you want to find the impact of A variable on B variable, then you would make a hypothesis. So there is any principle which is operating in nature, tentative explanation related to that principle, that is called hypothesis. So in searching for answers to questions and in attempting to find explanation for business phenomena, business researcher often developed hypothesis. So we need to test those hypotheses. So why hypothesis testing is an important tool? Statistical mechanism. It is hypothesis testing is a statistical mechanism for decision making. So it helps you in decision making. The concept of hypothesis testing lies at the heart of inferential statistics. So inferential statistics, we have discussed earlier also. So there are two types of statistics, descriptive and inferential. So inferential statistics is all about sample, where you take a sample and you assume that the sample is the representative of the entire population. So you calculate the population parameter on the basis of sample. So it is, one of hypothesis testing is core part of inferential statistics. With hypothesis testing, business researchers are able to structure problems in such a way that they can use statistical evidence to test various theories about business phenomena. So there are various theories which talks about relationship impact. So you can test those theories or relationship with the help of hypothesis testing. So these are the steps in hypothesis testing. These are the common steps which you have to remember. When you have any questions of hypothesis testing, you have to solve it stepwise. So first is establish a null and alternate hypothesis. There are two types of statistical hypothesis as we have discussed earlier, null and alternate. So you can see that in previous videos. So you have to establish your null and alternate. Then you have to determine the appropriate statistical test. So for now, we have used Z test when we know the population standard deviation. So you have to determine which test to be used. Then you have to set the value of alpha, that is level of significance. That is the probability of committing a type 1 error. So type 1 error rate, you have to set it. Generally, we take 5%. Then you have to establish the decision rule. So you have to see the table value of your Z. Then you have to establish the decision rule whether when the calculated would be greater than table value. What you will do? You will reject or fail to reject the null hypothesis. Then you have to gather the sample data. Whatever sample data you have, you calculate its mean or standard deviation, and then you gather it. Then you analyze the data. Then you analyze this, you calculate the value of Z, and then you reach a statistical conclusion whether you will reject it or you fail to reject the null hypothesis. Then you make a business decision on the basis of that conclusion. So the topic is when the population standard deviation. This is population standard deviation, as you can see. When it is unknown, then you use T statistics. And the topic is hypothesis testing about a population mean. So you have one population mean, then the population standard deviation, it is not known to you, then you would use T test, not Z. So you would use T statistics. So this is the formula. A slight difference is there. Previous lecture में we have seen Z formula. So Z is x minus mu divided by, that is population standard deviation under root n. So, but in this case, we have sample standard deviation. That is the difference. Sample standard deviation. Q, because you do not know about the population standard deviation, therefore we take sample. So, जो भी आपने sample लिया है उसका standard deviation calculate करेंगे, then you would put this in this formula. And one more thing is degree of freedom, which we will discuss in detail when we which we will discuss in detail when we will cover the distributions like T and chi-square distribution. So this is the formula which you have to use while calculating. So this is the question. So you can read this question and then we will try to solve this in a stepwise manner. We will follow the steps of hypothesis testing. So as you can see, figures released by US Department of Agriculture show that the average size of farms has increased in 1940. Since 1940, the mean size was 174 acres. By 1997, the average size was 471 acre. So the average size of the farm is increasing. Between those years, the number of farms decreased, but the amount of tillable land remained relatively constant. So now farms are bigger. This trend might be explained in part by inability of small farms to compete with the prices and cost of large scale operations and to produce a level of income necessary to support the farmers' desired standard of living. Suppose an agribusiness researcher believes the average size of farms has now increased from 1997 mean figure of 471 acres. So in the question itself, you have to read your mean. So population mean must be there. So here it is given that suppose, yes, the researcher believes that the average size is 471 acres. To test this notion, she randomly sampled 23 farms. So sample has been taken. कितने sample हैं? 23 farms across the United States and ascertained the size of each farm from country records. The data she gathered follows. This is the data which is given to you, 23 land farms. I use 5% level of significance, so that is also given in the question, but there is no population standard deviation. So you got it that since the population standard deviation is not given, so you have to use which test? You have to use T test, T statistics. Sample 23 farms, the data is there. We can calculate the sample mean, we can calculate the sample standard deviation, and level of significance is also given 5%. So let's start. So these are the steps. First, we will cover establish a null and alternate and determine the appropriate test. So null is the researcher believes, that is 471. The mean size is 471 acre, and alternate is what the researcher is trying to find out, what comes to the mind of the researchers. So that as in the question you can see, to test this notion, the researcher believes that the average size has now increased from, so it has increased, the researcher, which comes to the mind, the question which is coming to the mind of the researcher is that the size has increased. The mean figure is this, but the size has increased. So the alternate would be mean is greater than 471. So that is what is coming to the researcher mind. So alternate hypothesis null. First step is done. Second is which statistics to be used, statistical test. So we will use T test. When we use T test, we need to find out this sample mean and this sample standard deviation. Then only we can solve. N is given 23 farm. So the value of alpha is also given, level of significance, that is the probability of committing type 1 error. So rejection or reason आपका होता है, that is 5%. Since it is one tail, as you can see by seeing the alternate, this is one tail. So we will see the value of T table, value from the T table with this level of significance. And degree of freedom, the formula for degree of freedom is n minus 1. So n is 23, so 22 degree of freedom. This is one important thing which we need to see when we calculate, when we take help of T statistics. So degree of freedom. So degree of freedom would be 22, level of significance is this. So step 3 is, as you can see, set the value of alpha and establish the decision rule. So decision rule is by calculating, by seeing the degree of freedom and level of significance, the T table value at this level of significance at this degree of freedom is 1.717. So the decision rule would be, if your T calculated comes greater than T table value, then you will reject the null hypothesis, which is this. So the mean size is not 471, then you will reject it. Now let's start. The fifth is gather sample data. So you will collect everything. So you will calculate your sample mean and standard deviation with the help of the 23 data which the researcher has taken. So the sixth step is analyze the data and reach a conclusion, statistical conclusion. Now sixth, we calculate the value of T. So by calculating everything, the T value comes out to be 2.84, which is greater than the T table value. ये आपने टेबल से निकाली है with the help of level of significance and degree of freedom. So ये calculate ये टेबल से आती है 1.717. But आपकी जो calculated value है that comes out to be 2.84, which is greater than 1.717, and the decision rule was, if your T calculated comes to be greater than T table value, then you will reject the null hypothesis. That means step 7, they observe T value, which is 2.84, it is greater than the T table value. So the business researcher rejects the null hypothesis. She accepts the alternated hypothesis and concludes that the average size of the US farm is now more than 471 acres. So this is how you test the hypothesis. So when you have population standard deviation known to you, you will use Z statistics. And when the population standard deviation is not known to you, you will use T statistics. So this is the rejection region. Table value with the help of degree of freedom and level of significance is this. इस वैल्यू से जब ज्यादा आएगी आपकी कैलकुलेटेड, ऑब्वियसली ज्यादा आएगी तो वो इस रेंज में आएगी एंड इट विल बी रिजेक्शन रीजन level of significance. इसलिए we say we reject the null hypothesis. And step 8 is, on the basis of this conclusion, whatever the researcher want to make any specific decision. So step 8 is all about any business decision which the researchers can take from the help of the above steps. So जो भी result आता है उसकी help से any decision which a researcher wants to take. So that is all when about hypothesis testing about one population mean. So आपके पास जब single population mean होता है like this, so how do you test the hypothesis and what are the steps and when to use Z statistics and when to use T statistics. So that is all for today. Next lecture we will discuss about hypothesis testing about two population mean, and also we will discuss about T distribution, little bit about T distribution. So thank you so much.